Hey everybody, Sheriff Stephen J here, and you'll never believe where I'm at today. I am in a lobster shell recycling plant. That's right, that's an exciting and interesting place, and I'll tell you why. Because they're taking discarded lobster shells and they're turning them into useful, biodegradable, and natural products. Then are munching them down in a uniform size and transporting the munched shells in a plastic tote, also known as an exacta, to the recycling plant here, where the munched shells will be loaded into a feeder. And from there, the shell is dried and transferred to a milling and screening operation. Now it all begins in Waldoboro, Maine, where the lobster shell is added as an ingredient to natural fertilizer pellets. So you may ask, what is the significance of a lobster shell to fertilizer? Well, this is the part that gets exciting. Now, back in the day, the Native Americans, they figured out the significance of lobster shell for their crops, and they would start adding lobster shell to their crops. The shell would boost crop growth, speed up the maturity, and strengthen the stalks and straws of the plants, enabling them to hold more water and become more resistant to drought conditions. That's because the lobster shell is a source of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, or NPK, which are the three essential nutrients for plant growth. There's also a compound that chemists don't know much about that is right up there with NPK, chitin, which is an essential ingredient contained in the lobster, crab, and shrimp shells. Chitin is a natural pesticide, and it is not harmful to humans or pets. First enemies of plants are soil-borne bugs. They eat plant tissue. Now, an example would be a nematode, or a worm. And a nematode has an exoskeleton, which contains chitin. And plants, they can detect the chitin in this exoskeleton of the nematode. And it emits an enzyme called chitinase. Chitinase dissolves chitin. When you put chitin in the fertilizer, and the bugs haven't got there yet, and they're coming, the plant senses the chitin in the soil and thinks the bugs are already there, and it starts emitting chitinase. So when the bugs get there, it's already there, and it kills the bugs. And that's how it helps your plants and your crops. It's great. The stuff is fabulous.